Hey, this is another one of those, can Bonnie McGowan fix these shears? I'm not sure. But if you're new to my channel, I'm Bonnie McGowan. My company's Benica Shears. I've been sharpening well over 30 years and training sharpeners. I've written the book on mastering shear sharpening, and I've got lots and lots of videos. So welcome to my channel if you're interested in shear sharpening, and I get into some clipper blade sharpening and other types of sharpening, but primarily sharpening shears. Beauty shears mostly, but I do grooming shears, and these are both grooming shears for puppy dogs. And I got a letter, service request from a sharpener, professional sharpener, and he says, I'm writing to request service on 2 pairs of curved thinning shears. Curved thinning shears, curved texturizing shears, those are the worst. So I'll tell you right off the bat, that's a problem. I've been unable to correct on my own. I've attempted sharpening them at several different angles, and I've also tried adjusting the blade set, but neither has resolved the issue. I'd like to know if you're able to inspect these shears and determine whether they can be properly sharpened and adjusted. If so, please let me know the process, estimated cost, and your earliest availability. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you. Now, when I get shears like this from other sharpeners, I charge you, I think it's $17. It's a discounted price. It's not the regular full sharpening price. And I get to shoot a video. And these, without even testing them, I think I know what's wrong. So, sharpening is about creating a burr. Well, first of all, let's talk about tension edge alignment. So tension is the screw adjusted right. This has got some tension problems to it. This one is correct. Edge and alignment. So he's been working on the alignment issue. I think his problem is the edge. Your edge on your shears, it's all about creating burr and removing a burr. You got to create a burr and remove a burr. His burr's not removed. I just checked it. There's still a burr on those blades. I'm hoping, let's hope it's a short video. Let's hope this is a short problem. I'm hoping I can just take off that burr and they'll cut. Sometimes it's the simplest, easiest things, but I mean, it's probably not going to be that easy. But let's hope it's a short video. Watch along. Don't skip to the end because you're on this journey with me. And I apologize. I'm having a really bad hair day. I didn't know I was going to be on a video sharpening shears, but you know, here I am today. So if you come into training here, we are a family business. When you call on the phone, you'll probably talk to my daughter, or my husband, or me, or sometimes one of the grandchildren who are now all young adults. That's how old I am. And it's a family business. The one person who is not directly related to us, I think really wants to be directly related to us, if you know what I mean. Because I do have a beautiful granddaughter. So let's check and see how they cut. And let's go from there. So they're dog grooming shears. So you want to cut something that looks more like dog hair. And paper towels on these are your friend. You're not testing them on tissue or wet tissue. If I'm lucky, I'm not even going to have to use my Simek machine. Let's see how lucky we are. So I want to see what we're starting with, so it doesn't cut paper towel. These we might have to do something. So what I'm feeling when I take my finger here, I'm feeling burr all the way down, pushed to the outside. So he's created a burr on the inside. He's knocked it off. It's gone. There's none on the inside. See what the rod line looks pretty wimpy. Rod line is the little shiny line that goes along here. It's missing from there. It's mostly gone. The teeth side, I think he's left the teeth alone, but I still feel burr on the teeth. So maybe he did something to the teeth as well. And it's the same thing on this one. If I take my thumbnail, and hope you can see this, I don't feel a burr on. I do feel a burr on the outside here. All the way down, I'm feeling a burr. So let's try the simplest thing. I don't think my nail buffer that I normally would use is going to be strong enough. I think I need one of these little ceramic stones. Eee, what did that get into? Oil spilt on it. Well, it's not going to hurt it. Let's clean it up a little bit. We sell these. A lot of people have these little ceramic stones. The white is supposed to be finer than the pink. I don't know if it's because I'm a girl, but I've always preferred the pink for me personally. But got to do something to the bending on that one. This is just way too tight. This looks like this one has the best chance of being fixed easily. I'm just going to go over with my pink stone. Follow that angle by hand. I could go back to the machine, but I'm just going to follow this angle by hand and knock off that outside burr. Less is always more. So you want to go about this the simplest way and see if you can fix it. So is that outside burr gone? I still feel it there. Just try to follow that angle of that edge. And I've seen this a lot of times on shears. It's just that simple. The burr is still there. So now that's gone on the outside. Now I've created a burr on the inside. And I'm not using much pressure. I just want to knock that burr off. Now when I knock the burr off on this side, I might have pushed it back on the other side. And you know what's helpful to me is that the first couple of years I was sharpening, this is all I was using for sharpening. I wasn't using any kind of machinery or anything of that nature. It was kind of nice. I would sit outside sometimes. The weather was good. In fact, we're here in the South. We're in the Atlanta area. And this has been the craziest winter. It goes from 70 degrees to freezing, like from one day to the next. And I keep feeling this burr going back and forth. You see how many times I've had to go back and forth on it? So I don't feel it now. Let me see if I feel it on the teeth. I feel it on the teeth. Okay, I'm still feeling a burr on the outside of those teeth. I wonder if these ever cut right. Because if you ignored the teeth side and didn't do anything to it, that might have been part of the problem. Now, once again, I've got a burr on the inside. Okay. Find a clean part of my paper towel. Well, it definitely cuts better. Do you see that? Remember before it didn't cut. Now it will cut all the way down with a little bit of pressure. Let's see how it cuts hair. Not great. Let's try it on some rabbit fur. I think it's cutting pretty good. Let's try it on just some... Oh, I'm making a mess here. Let's see how it just cuts on regular hair. You know what? It's a little bit of folding there. But I may just call that good enough. It's 100% better just taking that burr off. I could probably go in and pull up another little burr and make it better. Let's look at this one and then we'll decide if I want to go in and put another burr in. Okay, so this one definitely is got a alignment issue, but it's also got a burr issue. Let's work on that alignment thing because I don't like the way that closes. Sometimes you can't get them perfect. Okay, here's what I'm looking for, my BendMate. Now this isn't going to fix it, but this is going to make it close. I know you can't tell how hard it is, but it's like it closes easy and then I have to strain at it. So I'm going to take a little of the bend out right there where it's starting to catch. So basically I'm kind of taking the curve out of it in that spot. And I just sort of moved it down. And I'm not as good at bending like some people are. It's not great, but it's good enough. Okay, once again, I'm going to take this burr off the outside. I'm going to follow the angle, and here's how I hold it. I kind of here, and I'm pushing it toward the edge, trying to follow that angle. I might do it with this hand, or I may hold it in my left hand and pull it toward me rather than away. But it's still the same motion. I'm trying to follow that angle and work my way down. Because this had a burr all the way down. Let me feel with my nail. I tell you, I can't hardly work without fingernails. As I've gotten older, my nails are getting really brittle and splitting and crazy things going on. And so every 3 weeks I go, these aren't acrylic nails, they're some kind of powdered thing. But I go every 3 weeks to get my nails done. Now I know some of you guys, you may not want to have nails like mine. But this seems to be a softer metal. What brand is this? So if you ever call me up with questions, I'm going to ask you what brand of shears you got. I can't even read that. I don't know. But this is a Foxy Roxy. Those are real common. This one, whatever this is just because the way the burr's moving is a softer metal, I can tell. But it was real easy to knock the burr off. And it didn't push back over the other side as much as as that one did. But once again, it's chasing the burr. You have to create a burr. A burr, for those of you that are new to the sharpening thing, is when you remove metal to get a sharp edge, regardless of what you're sharpening, you're going to create a burr on the other side where you've pushed the metal. And that burr will be a little different depending on the type of steel you're using, the abrasives you're using. But you've got to create a burr and remove a burr. And so that's what I'm doing here, is that little bit there, I just knocked a little burr to the other side. This one I might be able to use my soft nail buffer on. Where did I put it? See, this is 3000 grit. And I've got all kinds of other tools we can do these curved shears with, but I don't think we're going to have to go into anything that extensive, because it doesn't look like he's done a horrible job sharpening. He just missed leaving a burr behind. Okay, that's gone. Now let's feel the teeth side. I said I felt, yeah, definitely feel burrs on the teeth side. I don't know if he did anything to the teeth or not. I'm sure glad I don't have to do all my sharpening like this anymore. I'm glad I'm able to use equipment, because this arthritis in my hands is making this harder and harder to do. Now these teeth, the cutting is done in the center of the, I know you can't see this on here, but there's like, each tooth has like a little V to it, and the cutting is done at the bottom of that V. And if it's sharp or has a burr at the top of the V, it's going to interfere with the way those teeth are supposed to work. It's still got a burr here. And I don't know, how do you feel for this burr if you don't have nails? Maybe you could get something stiff and feel for it. I don't know. Got a nice sound. We could have a little band making some percussion music here. And this sound here bothers some people. I kind of like this sound. But in case you don't know, I'm a former school teacher. And I'm back in the day when we had those green boards with chalk. And if I could do that chalk just right with a new piece of chalk, oh, it would squeak across the board and half my class would be falling off their seats, squealing and holding their ears. And maybe that's what got me into sharpening, because I'm still doing work that hurts people. Because if I sharpen their shears right, they can cut themselves and they're actually happy about it. But it's okay if the stylist or the groomer cut themselves. I don't want the animal or the customer to get cut. Now, you know what? I'm looking in here, and it's like the little V's are totally out of the teeth. So I think he's done something to the teeth side here. So that area here may not ever cut right. I might have to look at it with my microscope. Well, this is not a microscope, it's a magnifier, but Yeah, so I'd like to know whether he's tried to go in here, because I'll let you see what I'm talking about. Here's at the tip, and you see the little splits between the teeth, but when we get down here toward the back, it's almost gone in some places. So I'm just lowering my expectations. So I'm going to do my first cut on the paper towel. Remember, this one cut worse than the other one. Look at there. That fixed it. That fixed it. Oh man. I'm glad this is a short video. So this is our pretend dog hair. What you think? I think I did it. I think I did it. And I didn't have to use a machine. I just knocked those extra burrs off. I did a little bending on here just because it was stiff. But those are ready to go back. And are they perfect? Well, I don't know if these scissors could ever be perfect, even when they're brand new. But they are... they're working, and they're doing what they're supposed to do, and they're going back to the owner. And I hope this video was helpful to you. So if you like videos on sharpening, I've got a lot on this channel, but I also have Patreon now, and that has a lot of in-depth videos, hidden videos, videos on sharpening by people other than myself. Some videos that we used to charge a couple of $100 for people to view that are on that Patreon. And I've got some articles and other things, I think. So you might want to check it out. I think you've got a few days that you can look at it for free and then decide if you want to stay. And then you can join us at the Sharpeners Jam group on Facebook, or also Sharpeners Jam in person, which will be in the last weekend of June this year. We do it every year. We have it here in Atlanta, normally. And so it's a chance for you to join us either in person or online at our Sharpeners Jam. So your edge is our expertise at Bonica Shears.